There's one more we got to talk about because I think this one, before we get to our pick 'em, this is the biggest one, fellas. You have the Kansas City Chiefs 1-2 versus, or I'm sorry, you have the Ravens 1-2 at the 1-2 Kansas City Chiefs. My question I have for y'all: who needs to win this game the most?
Kansas City.
Who needs to win this game the most?
Kansas City.
Who will you say if they lose, they're done?
I can't definitely say that. I can't say that about Kansas City. I cannot say if they lose, they done. And honestly, can't say that about Baltimore neither. So, but if I had to pick, I would say Ravens. If they lose, they done because Lamar ain't proved playoffs to me. He ain't proved his back against the wall. I'm going to win this game. He haven't proved that.
Yeah. I think, here's the thing. I think Ravens as well. I will say that only in the sense of, well, actually, no. I think they have similar divisions and they're both in the AFC. So that bodes well for both of them. Cincinnati lost their quarterback. The Cleveland Browns, they won a lucky game, but they don't look like they're going to win a lot of games. And then you look on the other side, you look on the other side, the New England Patriots kind of gave that game away this past week. Looked good in week 1, right? But then week 2 and 3, don't know what's going on. And then also the other team, you got the Bills, you got the Chiefs. Actually, my bad, the Chargers. Never mind. Kansas City has to win this game because you have Chargers and Bills in that division, and the Chargers are already 3-0. So Kansas City has to win this. I think the Ravens can bounce back.
I'm asking you this question. Didn't Kansas City start off like the last 2 years, start off like a little off, and then they pulled off like 9 straight?
Yeah, but they were always undefeated in that. Like they started off, they looked bad, but they were winning the game, Sam. This year, they're not winning the games. They're not winning the games. That's the difference. But
I still say Ravens.
Who's the cause for more panic though? It has to be that Ravens, because if I was thinking about this as a fan, if I'm a Ravens fan and I'm a Chiefs fan, I think I'm more scared if I'm a Ravens fan because of the fashion that we've been losing games. That's probably the only reason I'm worried. I'm only worried because of the way we've been losing games.
But man, going up to Kansas City, that's going to be tough in its own.
I know, Sam. You're saying Ravens. Who gotta win this game, Kansas City. All right.
Because the thing is, the only reason why the Ravens have lost the last 2 games is because Derrick Henry has just forgotten who Derrick Henry is, and he's fumbled the ball. If Derrick Henry hasn't fumbled the ball, they're winning both those games. So, yes, the Ravens defense have been looking softer than wet toilet tissue paper, but I believe that Lamar and Henry can over-index their defense. Whereas with KC, their defense has still been somewhat solid, but their offense hasn't been nowhere close to explosive as it once was. And so right now, KC looks like identity is lost, whereas with Ravens just look like they're more relying on the offense to win the game besides the defense. So that's why I said KC, if KC loses this game, everybody knew that the Giants was going to lose that game with KC. I was the only one probably in the world, probably besides like maybe 1% of the United States, that picked the Giants to potentially win KC. If KC would have lost the Giants, it would have been all over. But now with this, for KC to be the dominant KC that we know of, they have to win this game over the Ravens.